how many boxes do you have over there to go through?
I've got 2 banana boxes.
That bug is gonna try. You better kill that.
I will kill it if it gets close to me and I'm
It's on your map. Just smash it.
My family calls it my superpower. It's my ability to see value in things that other people might overlook. Sometimes I go picking with my boyfriend, sometimes it's my best friend Sue, and sometimes it's my kids. But at the end of the day, it's all about having fun and hopefully just maybe making a profit.
Okay, well, I'm gonna start this video by letting you guys know that I'm not feeling 100%. I'm sniffling, I've got the chills. I don't feel so hot, so bear with me. My energy level is a little down tonight. But yesterday, Andrew and I went to the flea market and, well, we got some goodies. I didn't get very much because Andrew had already been through.
Cleaned it out.
And he cleaned it all out, apparently.
Left her in the dust.
He's literally got, how many boxes do you have over there to go through?
I've got 2 banana boxes.
That bug is gonna try. You better kill that.
I will kill it if it gets close to me and I'm
It's on your map. Just smash it.
Just can't.
Just smash it on the map.
It's gonna.
You got this. You got this.
Just 3, 2.
Oh, I think you got it. I think you actually did that. Okay. Oh my gosh. This is what happens when the kids leave the door open.
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna go over this stuff. First, we're gonna go over the stuff that I picked out with you guys watching, and then we're gonna go over the stuff that Andrew got when I wasn't there.
Yeah, I'll go over a couple of the last minute items that I got. You saw those, so that's why they're out on the table. They're not a mystery item to her.
They were sitting in the van when I walked up, and I was like, oh.
And then I'll go over the items that I got from Bill's booth in the morning, and then we'll go over the surprise boxes.
I like surprise boxes. But again, please bear with me. I'm not feeling 100%. So if I fall asleep, just give me the nudge and I'll wake up. Okay?
How about we just put the bird on your shoulder and let him bite your ear?
He's sleeping.
Let's wake him up.
No, bad idea. All right, so when we were there, I don't even know what all I grabbed. We went to Eric's booth first. That's where I met the guys at.
Yeah.
And really all I got, well, I pulled out those pewter salt and pepper shakers that Andrew's got over on his side.
And these are cool. Don't tip them up too much, just because
they still have
they still have salt, and we have to empty them out. There's
Yeah.
still salt and pepper in them, and they come out quickly. But there are there is a hallmark, and they say made in Italy. We've got to research the hallmark on these because these are actually really nice. Very heavy, glass insert. Just quality made.
I'm gonna focus for you guys.
Absolutely, just quality made.
They are nice.
I like those.
Nice and heavy.
Along with those was that though.
Yeah, and somebody suggested that was a little mustard thing that went with the salt and pepper shakers.
Interesting. The hallmark is different.
Okay.
So that's out. This one is
that's what it is, though.
made in Holland.
Ah, okay.
So this actually looks like a mini tankard.
It does. Very nice.
So I just like the lines of it. That's all.
You and your lines.
I don't know. You got me hooked on this whole like looking at things a different way now, and I see things differently. So.
Okay. So next, that was really all I got from Eric's because you'd already been there.
I had been there, yeah.
And so next I went over to Bill's stuff. The quilt is outside. I'm not gonna go grab it right now. But I grabbed the quilt. I do believe it is made out of old men's wool suits. And it's probably I can't even talk.
Early 1900s.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Did you just translate that?
Yes, I did. I speak Jocelynese.
That makes me so happy. So it's back. You didn't kill it. It's still here.
That's its spirit. That's the ghost of the fly. It came from the trash can bear.
No. I can't handle this.
Come on, I'm gonna try to get your sinuses open.
Oh, I can't.
All
My
right.
nose is like leaking. Okay, so The quilt, I do believe, is a crazy quilt. I thought that, and then somebody else suggested it in the comments, and I was like, okay, so maybe I wasn't too far-fetched to think that, but I didn't want to say it because most of the crazy quilts I come across are like all zigzag. They're like basically the scraps of fabric, and they're just all like all over the place. They're crazy, crazy quilts. That one is kind of just uniform blocks, but it does have this crazy quilt kind of appearance.
And on the inside, they have some sort of floral lining on there.
Yes, and the viewers also suggested that that is because the backing was replaced. So it's possible the original lining was floral.
Okay.
And then they replaced it because
it was dingy or nasty.
Yeah, they were going to reuse it, and that's what they did back then. So that was really cool. I appreciate everyone who chimed in on that and gave some insight. I'm not really sure how much that would go for, honestly.
It's unique.
And I don't think I'm going to wash it. You know, I usually try to wash stuff, but it's just so brittle and fragile. And after...
You leave that up to the buyer to have it cleaned.
And I'll detail that in the listing, but after the last time I tried washing the Raggedy Yams and I opened the washer and it was just carnage. It was not a good thing, and it
Raggedy
kind of freaked me out about washing stuff, especially something like that. So probably gonna list that out washing it and just, you know, make sure that the buyer knows I didn't wash this. It smells like grandma's attic.
Yes.
So there was the quilt, and then also I got two purses. Two beaded purses. They're just pretty. I liked these ones.
I like the smaller one.
Me too. This was the first one I picked out, and then, you know, I know Bill doesn't charge a whole lot. He's very reasonable for it with his stuff.
Yeah, so you had gotten those, and then while I was there on that second round, I had gotten these.
Yeah.
What else? We got and the quilt.
Yeah. So I just got these. This one I believe is older. I like this one more. It seems to be better quality. The beads, like, for its age, I can't find any beads missing on this, honestly. Now this one has a little clasp, whereas this one has a zipper, so it makes me feel like this one is older. Yeah. There's one thing Sue taught me in Barbie clothing. It's the little
and the style
snaps
of the
that are
style
older.
Of the closure is an old snap. Yeah, yes. Absolutely.
So this one does have.
Look at that. There's a coin inside.
Nuh-uh.
No.
Oh my gosh! Like, how did I even took photographs of the inside. What do you mean there's a coin in there? Oh my gosh. But yeah, so this one, the beads are just starting to pull away. There's a couple places where the beads are missing. This one, it just doesn't strike me.
And I do like how this one has a strap on the back. However, it is starting to separate from the purse.
Yes, and I did detail that in the listing just so people know.
I do like that one. Man, that is heavy.
I know, right? With the bead.
Yeah, it's glass, so I mean, I can understand why. But you hold these and you don't imagine them being so heavy until you actually pick one up.
Yeah.
It makes you feel like you got something in your hand. That's awesome.
I love it.
I do too.
And then we went and visited our favorite ladies.
Yes.
For a little while, and you guys know I've gotten a couple poodle things from them. I got the owl bells. We've gotten quite a few. The parrot picture, some good stuff from them. And this time I got these two little swans. I do believe they are possibly salt dips. Maybe, I don't know, or maybe just little dishes. But they're made by Monster Glass. One is pink, one is clear.
Are they not ashtrays?
Oh, I don't know. That fly is still driving me nuts.
I mean, there are two appropriately placed slots.
I don't know. Why do you have to question me on these things? They could be multi-purpose.
They could be, absolutely.
And they sell for between $10 to $15 a piece.
I like the pink one.
The Vaseline glass one. There's one on eBay that's a Vaseline glass one that's sold. That one's pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah. So we got those. We also got these. Now, this is what we spotted first. We spotted the little creamer first. And I just fell in love with the design. It is not hand painted. This is transfer. But it is Austria. And I just really liked, I don't know, there's something about the colors of the flowers that I was just really attracted to. And then in a box on the other side, I found the little sugar thing. So
sugar,
the complete set was there. I was pretty pleased with that. This little set I would expect probably to get 20 to 25 for, being as it is not hand painted, it is just transfer.
I had a similar instance with one of the items there. I had grabbed this little pitcher. I thought this was cute, the Lefton.
Yeah, the little Lefton pitcher.
With the girl and the bunny on it. And then the gentleman in the booth next to us, he happened to notice I picked this up.
Yeah.
And he said, hey, there's usually a set. He said, there's usually a bowl that, or a plate that goes with that. And sure enough, there's the matching Lefton.
Ronnie, that's his name. Yep.
So
I knew I'd get it if I thought about it long enough. Yeah.
Matching miniature wash bowl and pitcher.
Yes.
With girl and bunny.
She looks 1970s.
Still kind of cool.
I like it.
Yes.
I like the bunny. You sold me on the bunny. I was like all hemming and hawing about it, and you're like, there's a cute bunny on it, and I'm like, you know what? That bunny is kind of cute. Okay.
Kind of has that strawberry shortcake look, too.
I guess she does. I think that's what makes me think 1970s.
Yeah.
Is the little strawberry shortcake-esque look of it.
Cool.
Okay, and also I got this little stein, but it's not really little. It's actually quite large. Some had suggested that it was possible, focus for me, that it was possible this was a punch stein, but when I've come across the punch ones, they're usually smaller than this. This seems to be a little bit large for a punch stein.
Yeah.
It's possible that it is.
Yeah,
I don't do much with steins.
Say that's a 1/4 liter.
Yeah, I mean, I don't do much with steins at all. If you guys watch my videos, I'm like...
My epic one that you'll get.
Yeah, okay, don't spoil it.
That's going to be the last item of the video, just so you know.
Don't spoil it.
Very last item.
I really don't do much with steins. I don't know them. They take like an expertise that I do not have. And it's just something that I haven't been able to grasp. So I usually steer clear of them, but when you're at the flea market and you're not paying very much for them, I think at this particular booth, we paid $1 or $2 a piece for everything that we got. So that's good to know.
Yeah.
So I decided to take a chance on that. And, oh, the little poodle.
Yes.
Andrew grabbed this little poodle. It's just a cute little ceramic poodle.
Yeah, I think it's marked Japan, isn't it?
Probably. It looks Japan.
No Japan?
No Japan.
No Japan.
No, but it is a very cute little poodle. Yeah. I would expect to get $8 to $12 for this. And he's very sweet. All right, this I also got there. Yeah. Did I? Oh, okay. See, I don't even know what I bought. Okay. I'm so out of it tonight. All right, and what's your face? It can't have it. It needs to have this. There's the fly again. Oh my gosh, grab it. Just snatch it out of the air. Be like, what's...
Give me chopsticks, I'll get it. I'll Mr. Miyagi it. Here, I'll use like a Civil War fork on it.
Okay, no, that's taking it too far. You're gonna poke me in there. This little dish, also transferware. It is not hand painted. It is not marked, but it has little violets, little pretty purple flowers. And I thought it was like a soap dish.
It could be.
That's what I thought. I'm
Absolutely.
like, you know what? I mean, and even if it's not a soap dish, it is now because I just said it was.
Yeah.
So it's got a kind of a shell shape to it. That is a manufacturer's defect. I see you looking at that. Don't you even bring it up.
You're absolutely right, though. You are absolutely
Thank
right.
you.
That is absolutely without a doubt a magic because you can see where the glaze drizzled into it.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh no, I saw you eyeing that up, and I'm sorry to burst your bubble there, Mister.
But that would make for a good bathroom too. It's got that seashell shape to it, so like anybody that's doing like a shore style bathroom and they wanted something fancy, shell shaped, that would be perfect.
I like it. And one of the last items you guys saw me pick up was this, which I'm gonna drop on everything on the table and just ruin everything. But not really.
That's really cool.
Yes, I really like this. I believe it's McCoy, but there was a couple instances online where it was listed as Ramsbottom. And so I went to go list it as McCoy, and then I was like...
Somebody sent us a message on eBay, and I haven't gotten a chance to respond yet, but they did send us the name and pattern of that piece.
Oh, yeah? Is it McCoy?
No.
Oh, so I'm glad I didn't list it as McCoy.
No.
But the pattern is Stars and Moons.
Sun and moon.
Sun
and star.
That's
Yeah,
what I
sun.
meant.
Yeah,
That's
sun
what-
and moon.
Huh.
Sun and moon.
Yeah, that's clearly what I meant. That's what I have it listed as on eBay. So, sun and moon,
and apparently also what they said, and they put it in big capital letters, that this is a popular piece.
because it's gorgeous and
Yes.
it's got those lines. Check out those lines. It's so heavy though, I can barely like hold it up. A little worried I'm gonna drop it. But I believe this piece would have had a pedestal. Did they say anything about the pedestal?
Mm-mm.
No. I believe this piece would have had a pedestal. Because there are pieces out there where there's a pedestal and the planter, or jardiniere. Is that what it is? You guys always correct me in the way I pronounce things. I think it's a jardiniere. That sounds French. This piece right here sells between $30 and $40, in case you're wondering, and I paid $8 for it, so I think I did alright.
Yeah.
It's just really heavy and it's going to cost a lot to ship, so yeah. Anyway, also these lamps.
That was one of the last minute Eric grabs.
Yes, that we did not actually get on film because we were walking away from his booth. She was like, yeah, you want these lamps? And I'm like,
well,
they're not typically something that I would get.
The base is cast iron, the cord is cloth, you've got the vintage plug on there still.
Yeah, so they kind of piqued my interest a little bit, but
And
the
I
style is
liked-
not, yeah, the style is not something I would typically buy. You guys know that. You can tell by looking at these and the way I'm holding them that this is not like something that I'm real
Excited
attached
about. Yeah.
to, but they are nice. They are nice. We have a pair of them. I think they'll clean up all right. There's not too much oxidation on them. The problem with these is they just get oxidized, and once they start to get the little speckles on them, they start to lose value. Unless they look like that. And then we don't care about oxidation because everybody's been asking about those lamps in the background. They're like, where did those lamps come from? When did you buy them? There is a video for those lamps, by the way, and it's just been kind of on the back burner because I filmed it like 4 weeks ago. Eventually I'll post it and you can find out all about those lamps. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything that I got. And now...
Yeah, so with the ladies, we spent, what, $12, I believe it was?
Yes.
On round 2 with Bill was $20. So
Yep,
that would
so
have been
that was
the
the quilt.
quilts and a couple other little...
And the purses.
And
the 2 maps.
And the 2 maps. This one here is actually out of an 1873 Atlas.
Mm-hmm.
It is Ross Township, which is up in like northern part of Pennsylvania. But what we use these for is all these little dots and names. We use this to locate properties to metal detect. So this is worth a fortune to us just in general. But what's cool is it had the original eBay receipt in there. The guy paid $15 for this, so we know and these pages do sell for at least that, because a lot of people like to buy them and frame them, especially if they're from that particular area.
Yes.
So,
a lot.
So again,
actually, not to interrupt, but we just got this new local restaurant called Greystone Pub.
Right.
And they're brewing their own lager, and on the can, the design is the map, the old topo map of Dillsburg, which is really cool. I was like, that's my favorite map. It's on the can.
Yep.
Granted, I haven't actually tried the beer, but I was really excited about the can.
And it came with the tubes, and the tubes cost a couple bucks a piece.
There you go. You made money on the whole deal. I'm so proud of you.
This one's really cool, though.
That is cool.
This one's dated 1885, and it is an 1885 image of the town. It's I'm not quite sure if it's a print or a litho or what I would call this yet. But you can see the trains and the railroads.
We love trains.
It is the scene of the massacre of July 3rd, 1778, which was a Revolutionary War battle. It was Loyalists versus Patriots. It was a nasty battle, and it is Wyoming Valley, Pennsylvania. And down on the very bottom here,
there we go.
It's dated. You can see the trains in the background, the boats on the river. You can kind of get an idea of what some of those things looked like in that time period from these images, which is great.
That's very cool.
So I'm going to wager a guess. This was already in a frame. I can see some edge damage. However, I don't think that that's going to deter too much from the value, just because whoever wants this is going to frame it again.
Yeah.
And you will not see that damage. So good rough estimate on a piece like this is probably about 25 to 30 bucks is a good number for something like this. It could go for more depending on if there's two people from that particular area that see it, want it, and fight over it. You can always have that.
It's a really cool piece of history.
Yeah. So that was part of round 2 of Bill. Oh, there was a piece that I did get from the ladies.
Oh.
Yeah, little blue man. Grab him.
The little blue man.
He's just a little colonial dressed figurine.
Little focus.
He's pretty cool. He's got his original tag and
glass.
His
name is Frederick. He has a name. Refer to him
as Frederick?
by his name, please.
All right.
He's number 6.
So Freddie Hot Pants here.
This beautiful doll was made by the hands of highly skilled craftsmen. There you go.
Made in Ohio, so it's made in USA, which is really cool.
Boyd's class.
Cobalt blue. I love cobalt blue. And there is a hallmark on the glass itself.
Yeah, very cute.
So.
The little man. He's referred to as a doll
Yes.
in the tag. He's a doll man.
Yes, he's pretty cool. So I'll kind of get into the last minute things that I grabbed at Eric's.
I especially want to see those little things.
Oh, yeah. Let's do this real quick.
I'm just gonna
Hold on. No, you're not going to touch those. Those are mine. Those are mine. No.
Fine. All right, fine. But if we could just get to those.
Okay.
I want to
We'll
touch
do this
them.
first. All right.
The hats.
Yes, the hat. Okay, look. She gave me this look. Like, why would you buy that? But it does have the original box. Okay, so number 1, complete original box. The box is in pristine condition. All right. Now, these hats.
You have to try it on now.
It's too small. I already did. These Australian felt hats are really nice. This one is immaculate on the inside. I did research this before I bought it. I did pay $20 for the hat in the box. They do sell between $80 and $100 a piece. There's no sweat in it. Nobody wore this and got it.
It has the plastic on the inside.
It does. It's got plastic on the inside that's in really good shape. There's also the plastic bag, the tags, the box, the inserts, everything is there. I'm really happy with this purchase. It's not something I would normally buy, but I just had a gut feeling to look it up, and I'm glad I did while I was standing there. And it was one of those things that he had in the van that it didn't make it out of the van right away, and it was what last minute items like what's here. This was one of those last minute items that came out of the van. It looks like Roseville. It's not Roseville, but it's a really pretty piece, and I just
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just couldn't. I just couldn't leave it.
It wants to be Roseville, but it's not.
Now
can I touch them?
you can touch them. This is cool because this was another item that he had stashed in the van, and they actually match something from last week. Dragonflies. So yeah, these are the Rosenthal Donatello with the dragonflies, like the dish that I got last week. And these, I would believe, are little covered butter dishes.
I do believe, yes.
Or condiments. I'm not sure personally. But everybody's consensus at the market was covered butter dishes.
And they are just the cutest little things in the whole world.
Yes.
Wait, it wants my face. Stop trying to grab my face and grab the dish. Just do it.
And had I seen them last week, I would have bought them last week.
Look at it.
So.
Oh, it's gonna turn off on us. Ready, set, go.
All right.
There we go. Okay. Well, we actually ran out of SD card and had to restart. So, where were we?
We were on the Rosenthal Donatello Dragonfly covered I'm just gonna call them personal butter dishes, just because. You know what? If I had seen these last week, I absolutely would have bought these last week because these are cool.
I love them. I love that shape.
Yeah.
It's a good shape.
Yeah. Really happy with those. So those were a last minute grab. Another last minute grab. This looks kind of hokey, but the colors are really good. It's Snow White. It's Disney, but it's Walt Disney Productions. However, the mark on the bottom I'm not familiar with. I've never seen. It's made in Japan. I'm not familiar with that particular Disney mark, so I don't know if it's a knockoff or not, but it's actually pretty good quality, so I'm going to lean towards no, not a knockoff, actual legit. And Walt Disney Productions, it's an older piece.
Yes, you cannot microwave it though.
Right.
It's got gold on the rim.
Right, correct. And on the handle as well. So, but cool piece nonetheless. Disney is always lovable. Hotelware is getting popular again. And this one is actually marked United Hotels Company, Lamberton, China, Scannel. Mm-hmm. So I'm assuming Scannel is probably possibly the pattern, maybe?
Just a little creamer.
Yeah. Cute though, nice floral design.
Yeah.
Nice colors. This is cute. There is a maker's mark on this.
Show me.
It's like a little bird.
I think you're seeing things.
It's on. Hold on. Look, it's on the plate too. It's right there.
That's tape residue.
No, that's not. Run your finger over it.
I'm not. It's all grimy. I'm not touching it.
It's raised. It's raised.
I'll trust you. Oh wait, now I see it. You just had to turn it that way. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so they do. It does have a maker's mark. Cute little. I liked how the handle was solid on the cup.
Yeah, I like that.
This is neat. This is marked Germany. I think it was Germany. Yeah, Germany. Enamel with the heart. And I think we had one of these, or we picked one of these up somewhere before. It looks very similar to something we may have had already, and it just for some reason, I don't know, I snagged it. This is cute. Little Dot and Daisy. Mm-hmm. But I just thought it was really cool how there was like still glass flashing inside the. They didn't take the time to take the mold and cut that out.
They were lazy.
Yeah, really. Absolutely.
This is the piece of lazy-ware that we have.
All right. Some of y'all know I like picking these up. This little lacquer box. Focus.
Let's see if you can accomplish it. It wants to grab my face. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Really pretty hand painted.
I like that one.
Now, the only thing I don't like about this is, and I checked the boxes, this lid does not seem to seat perfectly on this. I almost wonder if there may have been some sort of cork.
I was just wondering that myself.
Or gasket at one time in there that's no longer there. But the color matches. So I'm leaning.
A really cute little box.
It is. It is.
Can I touch it?
Absolutely. Please do.
Thank you.
And then I got another one. This is really cool. Somebody actually personalized this one. This one says stamps on it, and it's got some vintage stamps on it. U.S. stamps, lacquer, like lacquer coated over it. But I thought that was cool.
I like your little boxes.
And one of the last minute things, because I grabbed this after you left. Mm-hmm. I don't know how I missed her in the boxes, because I would have.
I don't know how I missed her in the boxes.
Picked up this 1940s pincushion doll, chalkware. She's chalkware and lace.
She's in pretty good shape for being chalkware. I mean, she's got your typical chalkware doinks.
But you know what? She's not cracked, she's not broken, there's no big chips out of her. The material's in good shape, it's a little dingy, but her pin cushion portion is still nice and firm and usable. So, and she's made very well. Even the bottom's all cloth. So, and somebody did a really nice job on this one. So she was not getting left behind. Our second round at Eric's was, I believe, $40. It was 20 for the hat and then like 20 for everything else.
It was 30.
30, and I gave him extra, yeah. So we just rounded to 40. And early in the morning it was 50 and I rounded to 60. I like to try to be, look, it's not much, but it's a good gesture. It's good karma, it's good juju. First thing I bought this morning was some interesting flatware. Or, I'm sorry, not this morning.
It took me a minute to even pick up on it.
Sunday morning. Yesterday morning. Flatware. I will occasionally pick up some flatware, but it has to be early stuff. These are 3-tine Civil War era utensils, forks and knives. These are probably all the same manufacturer. All the pewter work around the handles and the bone handles, everything's the same on those. However, this one is different. This one is actually marked, and the name on this is Landers, Ferrari and Clark with a patent date of 1856. This one actually should bring anywhere between $15 to $20 by itself. I will clean the blade up a little bit and make it a little more presentable, but I paid $5 for everything. And the fork and knife sets, they should bring $15 a set. And there was an extra knife in there that I'll throw in with one of the sets. It's got a broken handle, but it'll still make for a display piece if needed.
Yeah.
So that was those. That was
from that guy.
From the younger guy that's there. Yeah, he's pretty boisterous. I like talking to him every once in a while. He's funny. Bill, first thing in the morning, I spent $42 at Bill's booth first thing. And I got some World's Fair stuff. So we'll look at that real quick. This is really cool. This is the official guide from the 1939 World's Fair. This has got all kinds of maps, of information, pictures of the booths, of this is like everything. Even advertisements in there for
recipes,
vintage,
quick fudge.
Yeah.
Junket.
Vintage advertising on the back of this. This is really cool. So that was the 39 World's Fair. Now for the 1940 World's Fair, I picked up this one, which is all photographs.
Get it close so they can see. Keep talking.
That one's all photographs from the 1940 World's Fair, illustrated by camera, black and white. Excellent souvenir piece. Something that you could definitely, I personally wouldn't do it, but you could definitely take some of the photos out of there and frame them. Excellent book. The other piece of World's Fair, now this I thought was really cool.
I think that's my favorite.
Yeah, absolutely. The color on this, the locomotive at the top. This is the railroad exhibit from 1940 World's Fair. There's all kinds of train stuff inside the book. It's just...
And it actually goes to the back.
Yeah, and the back side.
Full page spread.
Yep. So it gives you, it's basically the souvenir book for the railroad exhibit at the World's Fair.
The hit show of the fair, it says on the front.
But I also found this. This is an advertisement for the exhibit, and this was produced by the Pennsylvania Railroad.
Ah, every so often their engine goes by our house.
Yeah, we still have, which that road name hasn't been used since I believe the 70s or 80s. But this again is the original advertisement for the railroad exhibit, which will be included with the railroad book. It will not be sold separate. They will be kept together. Pretty cool stuff. I'm really happy with those. This I snagged this. This is not something that's going to be for sale, but it's just a photograph of the dollar gaming tokens that the Franklin Mint made for the Nevada casinos in 1965. The gentleman who I used to work for in the coin shop, well, still do every once in a while, he collects gaming tokens. So I'm going to actually throw this in a frame and give it to him to hang in the shop. So this is pretty cool.
That is neat.
This is a 1901 calendar, but it's a book. It does look like a mouse got to this top corner, unfortunately.
Oh, the critters.
But it's like a rice paper.
Yeah, it's so weird.
And the artwork that is inside this thing is absolutely insanely beautiful. Like, I can't tell you how beautiful some of this artwork is in this. And here's the cover. You can see the cover.
I do like that.
Yes. Even the back has these weird silhouettes on it, which is really cool.
Let me see that.
Street scenes, Japanese street scenes.
Brentano's, New York. Tihasawaga,
Tokyo.
Tokyo.
Probably the two distributors, one in Tokyo and one here.
That's very neat.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it survived.
I know.
With such vibrant colors.
I know. The colors are still really, really bright on it, and the rest of the book, other than that top corner, and it's bound by string. So that's pretty cool.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that was. I'm not done with Bill's stuff yet. I did grab this for myself. Civil War letters from soldiers and citizens of Columbia County, Pennsylvania. So this is some local history for us that may help us do some research on sites to possibly go
Metal detecting.
Everybody keeps asking for metal detecting videos. I'm not quite sure about this. This, I believe, is a reproduction of a Buffalo Bill.
Way too high.
I believe it's a repro. I want to say they took a photograph of the original cabinet card and reproduced it to make a souvenir piece, but the paper is old. The cardstock that it is, the cardstock is old. And it's not printed on the back anything about being a postcard. There's no place stamp here or anything. So I'm not quite sure what this is yet. I got to do a little research on it, but it's Buffalo Bill and his little sidekick Pawnee Bill, which is cool. Wild West stuff. People like Wild West stuff. Neat piece of paper. Couldn't pass this up. How often do you...
I love the cursive.
And this is quasi-local because this is Luzerne County, PA, which isn't really far from us. But this is an 1836 land indenture. So it's basically a deed to a property in 1836.
It smells old too.
Now, I've had pieces of paper like this before, and what I'll do with them is I will actually try to locate the property that this came from. And I have been successful a couple times with going to that property and offering a trade. Let me metal detect, I will trade you the original deed to your property, and you can frame it and have it in your house. You know, so it's a win-win situation. So that's cool. I like those. This is more than likely World War I.
You almost had to fight somebody for it.
I did. This was a hand grab situation. But it was all rolled up. So what I did was overnight, I just laid it out flat with a couple books on top of it and some weight, and it flattened back out on its own, so it's no longer rolled and curled. You can see some issues with the cloth. But,
little critters, maybe.
But you know what? For the age of it, for being 100 years old, it's still in pretty darn good shape, and
yeah.
And it was absolutely worth pulling out of the box. Let's see. This was cool. This actually kind of, like, I struggled with this for a minute because I knew the character, but I couldn't recognize exactly where he was from. Lampwick is a Pinocchio character, and this is like a molded plastic resin. It is marked Walt Disney Productions, Multi Products Chicago. It is 1940s, and these bring about $10. Is about the average for these. Cool piece. It's like that heavy plastic owl.
Yeah.
That's what it's made out of. These are cool. These are going to need a little TLC.
Yeah.
But
they are. They're cool.
They're desirable. They're desirable, and the lids are easily found. Replacement lids are easily found for these. I love the lines on these. The salt and pepper, big milk glass. There we go. Yes.
Salt and pepper.
But as you can see, the tops are in rough shape. The tops do need to be replaced. But hey.
Yeah.
Nice vintage milk glass.
Yes.
So I was allowed to buy that milk glass.
I wasn't even there.
I did get myself a Han Solo. 1980 Star Wars. A little bit of nerdism there. Beautiful cobalt blue poison bottle.
Does it have the poison on it?
Embossed, not to be taken. And these bottles are ribbed. So if you were to go into your medicine cabinet in the middle of the night, you could actually feel the ribbing or the hobnails on the bottle, and it would warn you, don't grab that bottle. That's not what you're looking for.
That'd kill ya.
Yeah, don't take this, not to be taken. But the fact that it's cobalt blue. Now this one is a little earlier. This is pre-turn of the century. It's blown in mold. So this is like probably right towards the end, 1890s to about 1900. It's got a nice some nice bubbles in it.
So pretty.
It's crude, but these displays so nice. So that was a super score. I picked this little guy up. It's period. It's 1861. I like Civil War era stuff. I like doing things with the Civil War era stuff. It is a Bible. Soldiers carried these. It does have a name of Raymond inside. I don't know if that's a child. I don't know if that's an adult.
Like a child's writing.
It kind of does. But nonetheless, it is dated 1861, and it would be something that a soldier could have carried with him. And last from Bill's, yes, last from Bill's. I love these vintage paperweights. This one actually has a trade card inside for a L.S. Plout on Broad Street in Newark, New Jersey. And it's like a little Scottish
really
Highlander
cool.
soldier boy.
He's so cool though.
With his little rifle. And this is a paperweight, and the back is covered with felt. The felt's not in the most amazing condition, but
I like that.
Yeah. These are popular. People like these. They bring good money. Depending on what's inside the paperweight, they'll usually bring about 20 bucks on up, and the sky's the limit depending on the person that's buying it and the paperweight itself. So, antique paperweight, good piece. Now let us.
You know what I'm gonna do?
What?
They're gonna hate me.
Are you gonna cut it off?
I think we're gonna have to postpone this till tomorrow. I think this is gonna be a two-part.
Oh no.
Is that bad? Is that mean?
Yeah, it is.
And
it's even meaner because I've been waiting 2 days to show you all the great stuff.
Oh no, we're not gonna stop. We're gonna film.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
No, but we're gonna cut them off.
Yeah, that's fine.
Tune
Okay.
in tomorrow.
All right, cool. I'm good with that. Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right. We've already gone on for about 40 minutes, so I think we're gonna cut the video here. You guys are gonna have to tune in tomorrow, where we finally get into the mystery unboxing.
2 big banana boxes full of stuff.
I'm really excited. I haven't even peeked, and he's been like dying. He's been dying to show me. I'm actually pretty
And you
excited.
guys are going to be dying even more because now you just had to sit through all this expecting to get to see it. And now you got to wait.
I feel really bad. I was just like, you know,
I wasn't expecting that, but hey,
No.
you know what? Oh yeah, you're right.
We've gone on for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a really long video.
It is.
So we're gonna postpone it.
You got to see some amazing stuff here, but
We did
tune
find some
in.
good stuff.
Tune in tomorrow for the next video,
Yeah.
and you'll get to see the rest of it, and we'll definitely be excited. Trust me, you'll be excited.
All right. Well, we will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Don't be too mad at us. They're not going to be too mad, right?
No.
I don't think so. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
My family calls it my superpower. It's my ability to see value in things that other people might overlook.